Coach, first off, congratulations. I understand you became a grandpa this morning, and at the same time you were watching the selection show from the maternity ward.
How about that? 5:30 this morning, we were blessed with a grandson. Came about 2 weeks early, but he's 7 pounds, 1 ounce. He's doing great. Mom's doing great. I got there about 6:30 and got to see the baby, and then we watched the selection show all morning, and it's been a great day.
Absolutely. So you earned the 3 seed facing Clemson in the first round of the playoffs. What are your thoughts on the matchup?
Well, I know Clemson very well. We played them in a bowl game several years ago. We recruit constantly against them. I know the players they have. I'd say them and Alabama are the 2 most talented teams I'm here in the country, and obviously our rivals too. They're at the same level. So a very talented team. Offensive skills off the charts. We're going to have to contain that quarterback and a group of receivers and a very talented defense. So top to bottom, one of the top teams obviously in the country.
So you returned to the playoffs for the second time in 3 years. How does that feel to be such a significant part of the very new college football playoffs?
Well, we're part of history, and that's been not overlooked here at Ohio State. You know, our players, I challenge them, and I don't want them to, I don't want them to just, it's not another day. You know, this is a great day to be Ohio State Buckeye. The future is incredible. Some of these guys in this meeting room, that's going to be their second playoff opportunity, and there's people that live their whole life and never get that opportunity. So I want to make sure they enjoy it, but the best way to enjoy it is perform well. And so we have to do a good job as coaches and get these guys ready to play.
So 2 years ago, you enter the playoffs as a 4 seed. You go on to win it all. This year, it's a 3 seed. What's different about this team from that team 2 years ago that won it all?
We hit stride big time in 2014. We were very young as well that year, but we beat out Wisconsin 59-0, and just the team was gelling. We had a tough road this time. You know, we barely got by Michigan State. We played very well against Nebraska, Maryland, and then we played our hearts out against our rivals, but we're not 9 strong. There's a big saying around here, 9 strong. All 9 units have to perform at the best. To play Clemson and to beat Clemson, we have to be 9 strong. So that's going to be our whole message this whole month.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, your main concern is getting your team into the playoffs, but how do you feel about the Big Ten champions, Penn State, not being in the playoffs this time around, and arguably the best conference in the country?
Well, it is the best conference this year in the country, and I think about the Penn State players we played against them. They're fantastic. It's one of the biggest turnarounds from the beginning of the season to the end, and we had a lot of respect for them. Also about our rivals, you know, and the Wisconsin. This is whatever was said 5 years ago about the Big Ten Conference, about it's not the best conference. Very proud to be part of this conference because it is the best conference in college football.
Absolutely. This Buckeyes team has beaten Oklahoma, beat Wisconsin on the road, you beat Michigan in a game for the ages. How much does being battle tested like this during the regular season prepare you for a championship run?
I think that's going to be the whole conversation as we move forward in this. How important is it to play those tough games in September? And you know, someone made a comment where Oklahoma would be in the playoffs if they didn't play a tough schedule. So I think those are all conversations people have to have. And to answer your question, the more obviously that you can stay healthy and be involved in those tough games, it prepares you mentally to fight through that hard time. Because during this course of the game against Clemson, some bad stuff's going to happen. We're playing a very good team. Are you willing to keep fighting and swinging like we did against in the rivalry game?
And you faced Clemson in the 2014 Orange Bowl. That was one probably you'd like to forget. What was it like facing Dabo Swinney, and what are you looking to see from that team this time around?
I think they're very similar. They had Taj Boyd, and then they had Sammy Watkins, and they got the great receiver. They had 3 great receivers, and Deshaun Watson. So we know Clemson very well, a lot of respect for them, and we're going to do our very best to play a great team.
Finally, Coach, just how do you want to prepare? What do you want to see from your team, and how are you going to move forward to prep for this big game?
Well, the comment about 9 strong is all 9 units, whether it be quarterback, receiver, offensive line, tight ends, running backs, and then the 4 units on defense. That's been a mantra around here for a long time. For you to go into where the talent is equal, which in the playoffs it is, you better perform on all levels. And if we don't, we'll lose the game. So we have 26 days or whatever it is to get ready to perform 9 strong.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, dear.
For more reasons than one.
Thanks.